What's up, y'all? It's your girl Stephanie. Today we are talking about some of my favorite food-related YouTube channels. I watch a whole lot of YouTube, a lot outside of beauty and fashion, so I thought I would go ahead and make a video series talking about some of my favorites, and today we are starting off with the largest genre, which are food channels. I broke these down into 5 categories. A lot of these, they mold into one another, but I thought it'd be nice to organize this video just a little bit. So the categories are recipes, travel, entertainment, comedy, and mukbang. If you'd like to see more of this series, or if you'd just like to see more of me, please make sure to subscribe below. Come join the sisterhood. No matter your true pronoun or gender identity, come join the family. Alright, let's get into it. The first category I named recipes because these 3 YouTubers actually show a meal and show how to break it down step by step and actually had to prepare something, just like you would see on traditional television, although in my opinion, these are much better than anything you'd find on TV. So the first person is Manji. She has single-handedly brought Korean food into thousands of people's homes. She just breaks it down so easily, and of course, like any YouTuber that you watch, you just kind of fall in love with their personality. She has the sweetest personality. I love how she edits with all her special little commentaries and texts. Yeah, I really love watching her. It's such a joy. Anytime one of her videos pops up in my subscription feed, I just immediately click on it because I know I'm just gonna be in such a good mood after I watch her. Like every single person that I'm gonna talk about in this video, I will make sure to link a few of my favorite videos in the description box down below. Next up, we have Binging with Babish, where Andrea creates some of the food from our favorite TV shows and movies, and it is just so interesting to see how some of these things really turn out. First of all, his style of filming, so beautiful and unique and like so clean. I just really enjoy every single shot that he gets. And then of course, he just creates some of the craziest recipes out there. He sent some of my favorite shows, like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he did like the milk steak and some other items from the show. And what I like that he does a lot of times is he will just do the original recipe or exactly how it is in the show or television, and then he'll try and recreate it so it's a little bit more palatable. So I really do like seeing the process of that being done. He's also done like the burgers in Parks and Recreation. He did this Szechuan sauce for Rick and Morty. I was really lucky to catch the Rickmobile. If you didn't know, Rick and Morty have like a truck going around the country right now promoting the new season, and they parked like a 5-minute walk from where my house is, so I got to go and pick up a shirt and go check out the Rickmobile. That was really cool. But anyways, I'm getting off track here. Binging with Babish, really awesome if you want to see some of your favorite TV show and movie foods getting recreated. Yeah, really love it. Last up in the recipes category, we have Runny Runny 999. I've been watching this guy for so many years now. I think I even started watching him before I started making YouTube videos. His name is Taro. So how he makes a lot of his videos is that you send in what you would like to order from him. So you make a video saying like, hey, I would love to order like this dish. And then he will take the order and make it for you. He had a theme song a while ago where one of the lyrics was like, you can order but you can't eat it. He's really hilarious also, by the way. If you watch it all the way to the end where he actually tries out the food and he talks, like I love watching him talk. He makes a lot of Japanese food, and not only Japanese food, but a lot of Japanese food. And I really like seeing the difference in just how American and Japanese food is made. Not just like the ingredients used, obviously, but like even the appliances used are just so different. I really enjoy watching him. He makes some really delicious looking dishes. He's hilarious. Sometimes he does mess up and he just admits it, which is also great because it's very, very real. Yeah, I love it. Pulling into the travel category now, where we have 3 people, no, actually 4, because the first channel we're gonna talk about is Simon and Martina's channel. They are a Canadian couple who were living in Korea for many years, and now they are living in Japan. And I just absolutely love the way that they approach food. They're very well known for talking about a lot of the like trendy kind of places that happened in Korea and now in Japan. So they'll go to those places and try it out, and their reactions to food are just incredible. I love their dynamic. I'm sure a lot of you have seen their channel before, but yeah, a lot of their videos are not just food related, but when they talk about food, they are really into it. They're so passionate. And I like how not only are they just doing really trendy food items, but they really like to dive deep into traditional food items of Korea and now Japan. And they really do their research, and they like to find out the history about a dish and the history of why something is enjoyed in that area. And yeah, and just share the information. So I really appreciate that about them, and I hope they keep making these videos for a very long time. Next up, we have Mark Wiens of migrationology.com. I think that he's probably one of the newest channels that I've watched, and I just have binged so many of his videos. So he is an American, I believe, living in Thailand now with his wife Ying and now his newborn little baby son, Micah, that's his name. And they travel around a lot of Asia together. They went to Bhutan, which I'd really never seen Bhutanese cuisine like showcased like that. And they really like to go deep. Like they'll go into the villages and not only just like street food and stuff in like busier areas, but they'll go into people's just like village homes and have meals prepared for them, which is really awesome. And I really love how he describes foods. He is truly passionate about food. I know a lot of people say like he has like a certain face that he makes when he really, really likes something. It's kind of like he like leans and then he's like, oh, and he loves it so much. And I don't know, some people are just haters. They're like annoyed by that. But if you really truly enjoy something, like you're gonna have like a physical reaction, right? Anybody would. And it's gonna be the same. Like you don't really switch up your reaction to things every single time. So I don't know what people are complaining about. I like how he reacts to food a lot, and he just eats everything. He loves spicy foods. A lot of stuff that I probably would never venture into eating, even though I'm quite an open-minded person, so I just like seeing him eat it, you know? Another channel that really ties in with that mentality, I feel like, is Mikey Chen's channel, which is simply Dumpling. And I know he has a few channels actually, but this is his food channel. Yeah, this is a passionate guy when it comes to food, and the way that he's similar to Mark Wiens, I feel like, is that he's really, really passionate about trying out different dishes. He's definitely not as adventurous as Mark Wiens, but I feel like they could definitely eat the same amount of food because they both eat so much. I like Mikey Chen because he'll do things like the top like 8 noodles that you need to try. I just really enjoy watching people eat different foods and talk about it and describe it. I've always enjoyed that since I was a kid. I love watching like travel channel and any kind of food channel. So yeah, these guys are like the new age of travel food eating. Next category we have is entertainment, and I named it just general entertainment because it's like food eating, making, and just like other food related things as well. So the first person in this category is Vlog After College, or Ryan, and his little doggy Gatsby. Ryan lives in San Jose, California with his little corgi Gatsby, and he really vlogs his daily life. Or I don't know if he daily vlogs, but when he vlogs, it's very, very thorough, not only showing food, but also like things that he does with Gatsby, and he has like an aquarium that he updates everybody about. I really like watching him because he's very consistent about his uploading, and I just like seeing into his daily life. It's very enjoyable. When it comes to food, he does a lot of these like BuzzFeed recipes. So what he'll do for like a singular video, which is so smart, is he'll be like, we are trying out a bunch of the BuzzFeed avocado recipes. So he'll do a breakfast item, a lunch item, and a dinner item, and then he'll really break it down, not only like how to make it, which is cool, he does that, and then he tries it. Yeah, he does some sort of like judging system as well, and I like that he does that because I think it introduces some really interesting recipes into your daily life, and they're all really approachable recipes as well. And then he'll do other things like comparing, I don't know, like X amount of different ramen noodles from different companies. It's kind of like how in the beauty community we'll talk about, you know, the top 10 mascaras or something, like compare 10 of them and talk about which one's the best. It's like that, but for ramen noodles, which is way cooler. It's so funny, I went to dim sum with my family back in the Bay Area a couple weeks ago, and when I met up with my cousins, one of my little cousins was wearing one of the Vlog After College, I think it was like the Corgi on Fleek shirt, so I thought that was so cool. He really does capture the attention of like a lot of different people, so if you want to see a new vlogger, I would definitely recommend Ryan. Next up, we have Emmy Made in Japan, and if you've ever watched any of her videos, she is the queen of explaining anything. Her descriptive words are so beautiful. So she has a lot of different kinds of videos. The videos that really got me into her channel were her MRE videos, or trying out like ration videos, like army ration videos. She has an entire playlist of those, which is so awesome. So not only from like the US, Canada, but like overseas, European ones. I know she has a couple Asian ones that she's gotten, and she'll really break it down, like prepare it how they would prepare it in the army, and then try out every item. And like I said, the way she describes food is so cool, and I wish I had her taste buds. Yeah, if you wanna really watch a very peaceful, soothing person try out and describe different foods, definitely check out Emmy. Next up in entertainment, we have Munchies, which is like the food culture sector of Vice. I've been watching Munchies for many years, and you can really get lost in the Munchies channel because there are so many running shows happening. One of my favorite people on Munchies is definitely Maddie Matheson. He's a chef and he's just so freaking hilarious. He's from Canada, so they have a whole series where they go with him to Canada, to different places. He tries out different foods, just talks to different people. And that's the thing I like about Munchies too. It's not just about the food. It is about the culture and talking about the people who make the food. And it's more of like an interview kind of thing. Munchies could definitely be in the travel category of this video because the videos that I enjoy the most are the ones where they go to different countries. Like the one with Maddie Matheson, like I said, in Canada, that was really awesome. There's the Munchies guide to ... with like a country. The one I watched recently was Sweden, I believe. I just really enjoy watching those ones because they talk to the people who are making the food and you get to find out more about the food culture of a place. The second more highly produced channel that I like to watch is First We Feast, and the show I like to watch in there is Hot Ones with Sean Evans, where Sean Evans will interview different people, like artists, actors, comedians, just a lot of different people while eating hot wings. So as they're being asked questions, each wing that they're eating is progressively hotter with more higher Scoville hot sauce. The questions he asks are just really not the normal questions you would hear. So I like to hear obviously the answers to those kind of questions, but also it is just really funny and entertaining seeing somebody else being pained from hot sauce. I know that's kind of mean, but obviously that's the whole point of the show, is just to watch somebody just kind of die from hot sauce. It's really brings out very interesting aspects of a person's personality. In our comedy category, we are starting off with Threadbanger, which is made up of Corinne and Rob, and they are a married couple in Oregon where they try out just the craziest stuff. You know, you see those DIY projects on Pinterest and you're like, I would never try that. That is not gonna work. Why would anyone want to try that? Like, they're the ones who try those recipes and succeed or fail. They post a video, and a lot of times, most of the times I feel like they really do succeed, because some of those recipes, or not just recipes, they'll do other things other than food. Like, some of those DIY projects just seem insanely impossible and time consuming, and they actually attempt them. So I really commend them for doing that. But not only that, they're just so freaking funny. You're gonna be laughing the entire time. They're so comical, and a lot of times they'll do projects together, or not really together, because they'll make it like a competition. Like they did those Jolly Rancher shot glasses, which was so funny, and they kind of made that into a competition. They did like the pancake art thing. Man, they're just so funny together. And I also like how, I don't know if it's just like for the videos and they're pretending, but it does seem like they actually do drink while doing a lot of these things, because they'll a lot of times like have cocktails together while trying out a recipe or trying out a DIY project, and it's just really funny. I really do love Threadbanger. If you want a good laugh, definitely check them out. And then check out the next person, Timmy Timato. Actually, Timmy Timato is my newest person on my queue of YouTubers, because I don't know why, I never saw him before, because I never would search those like, I would call it like clickbait, you know? It's like kind of those clickbait videos where it's like giant Cheeto, or like giant nachos, or giant everything, or like teeny this thing or teeny that thing. It's a lot of clickbait, but Timmy Timato like does it exactly how you should be doing those kind of recipes and those kind of videos, because he's kind of making a joke out of it, but also serious. And I just love his personality so much. I just am giggling the entire time, and he makes his own music for his videos, which are just completely obscene and hilarious. So I really can't describe Timato. I just feel like you need to go watch him right now. We're in the last category, which is mukbang, and I feel like I have watched a lot of mukbangers, you know, over the last couple of years, but never really committed to any of them. I've watched a lot of different food channels, by the way, outside of this list, but if I put them all on here, this video would be so much longer than I'm sure it already is, super long. So these are just my faves, but these are my two favorite mukbangers. First of all, we got Eat with Chunky. Chunky is a mukbanger from the East LA, Montebello area. She talks a lot about like where she gets her food from and where she lives, so she's in that area, and I just love watching her eat. It's like something about her. Not only does she eat a lot of food that I want to eat all the freaking time, but her attitude is so incredible. She's like honestly the realest person on YouTube. She just doesn't care. She puts it all out there. I think she actually has a second channel where it's just like talking and story times and stuff. Some of her stories are insane, like the craziest stories, and she just puts it all out there. She's not like embellishing anything too, like that's her life. And I really appreciate that about her. Like I said, like she's just super real. I just love watching her. She also has her vato come on and like eat with her. And it's kind of funny because I think I've been watching them for a minute. I've been watching them for a while. And at the beginning when he first started coming on the videos, he was quite shy. And now like he's really come out of his shell and he's like very much comfortable in front of the camera. I've enjoyed seeing him blossom in front of the camera. Yeah, if you just want to see somebody eat and really keep it real, I would highly recommend Eat with Chunky. The last channel I'm going to talk about is Yuka Kinoshita. Man, if you've watched mukbang, like you have to have seen this woman. She's Japanese and I believe she is a competitive eater. She posts every single day and it's not like, okay, some mukbangs now like people will just eat regular food. I think mukbang, right, it started off with like a really crazy amount of food, but some people really settle down with that and they just eat a regular amount of food or they won't finish it. Yuka, she brings out so much food and she eats it all, and I don't know what it is about seeing a small person eat that much food. I watched like one of those videos about like what's going on physiologically like in her body, and I guess her stomach, like they did like scans of her body before and after, and her stomach expands like way beyond a normal human being's stomach would expand. It like pushes her organs out of the way. I don't know, man. She just eats a lot of food, and she also eats a lot of delicious looking food that she makes herself too. Yeah, if you just haven't watched her before, I would say go and watch one at least. All right, y'all, those are my favorite food YouTubers. It felt really weird sitting off to the side this whole time. Now I'm in the center. All right, I hope this video wasn't too long. I really wanted to be detailed, but also to the point, you know? So I hope I described everything well. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to subscribe below, come join the sisterhood, and I will definitely see you in the next video. Bye.